justified. It is by him that we have received the atonement, the last phrase. It's the word reconciled, as I've already told you. So it reads this way. Not only so, but we also boast, or we joy in God through our Lord Jesus Christ, or because, or by him, or the means. He's the tool that we can joy in God, by whom we have now received the atonement, or received the reconciliation to God. By him we have received being a friend of God. Reconciled. All is right. You ever been not reconciled to somebody? Things aren't right between you. You see each other in public settings. It's uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable when a person is not reconciled to God. But when a person gets saved and when they're justified, they're reconciled. When they come to God, it's open. It's good stuff. It is a loving time. No matter if they enjoy it or not, it is a wonderful, loving, and open time. It's a great thing that you're reconciled to God. We receive this by Jesus Christ. Now let that sink in and start boasting in God and being joyful in God. You are forever a friend of God through Jesus Christ. And the way that this verse is stated about Jesus, notice there, through Jesus Christ. Notice what it says. There's two ideas here. And not only so, but we also joy in God through our Lord Jesus Christ, period. That's one thought. Listen, we could not boast or be joyful in God before we got Jesus. He makes it possible for us to boast in God. That's the first thought here. Now listen, understand, why were you created? Does not the Bible say you were created to glorify God? The saved, for the very first time, can do what they were created to do, to boast and glorify God. For the first time, Jesus made it possible to do what you were created for. Since you're saved, you can boast and glory in God, and it really means something. And he really is made big by it, and you are really made joyful in your heart by it. It's really meaningful. For the first time, when a person gets saved, they can do what they were created for. Jesus makes it possible for them to joy in God, to boast in God. Jesus, the second idea here, Jesus makes us boast because we are reconciled and atoned for. If you're looking for a reason to be happy tomorrow morning or tonight, here it is. Now listen, this thought that you are made a friend of God can transcend any loss that you're dealing with right now. It is a bigger thought than any hurt that's going on in your heart. It is a bigger thought than anything you have done or anything that is bad. It's a bigger thought than all your finances tanking. It's a bigger thought than all the problems that you have. You have been reconciled, atoned for. You have been made by Jesus a friend of God. Boast in him. Be joyful in God. Take this as your reason. The phrase joy in God. I don't want to mess you up, but the word in is a dative word. When used here, it can also, this word in is also used of location. I can joy because I am located inside of God, in God, in the beloved. And there are scores of verses that use the exact same phrasing, that you are accepted in the beloved. You are inside of God as a justified saint of God, and there ain't nobody that can pluck you out. Joy in God.